Water is life. Water moistens trees that generate oxygen. Water is indispensable for agriculture. Water is crucial in the production of all consumer goods, including electronic products and clothes. Water is necessary for generating electric power. Water is vital for the mere existence of humanity. We think we have plenty of water. In reality, fresh water supplies have nearly all been used up. While the planet's freshwater reserves remain unchanged, water consumption has increased 6 times over the past 100 years and will double by 2050. The amount of water we used to consume in 1 year is now used up in a matter of weeks. A standard cup of coffee, about 100 milliliters of water, 20 grams of coffee, sugar and cream to taste. But we need a total of 140 liters of water to produce it. Experts say in 15 years, the number of people affected by water shortages will rise to 3 billion, while the total number of people living in water scarcity conditions will exceed 5.5 billion. We never know the value of water until drought comes. Without water, the world will turn into a lifeless desert within days. No water, no civilization. Many areas throughout the vast territory of Russia are experiencing acute shortages of water. Natural water supply sources in arid regions cannot meet the needs of the farming sector. The paradox is that if freshwater supply sources are far from consumers, this causes a hefty loss of water during transportation. A possible solution to the water deficit problem is to build well-equipped hydraulic facilities. The lion's share of problems come from the use of water-intensive technology. Any kind of production requires water and energy. Meanwhile, the energy sector proper consumes the bulk of freshwater reserves. Colossal man-made structures use the energy of falling water to generate electricity. But once it turns into a wild, uncontrolled force, water can be extremely dangerous. Floodwater and heavy rain pose as serious a threat as ever. According to surveys, all floods that have ever hit Russia occurred on rivers that had no hydraulic structures or flood control systems. We cannot avoid floods altogether, but we can do something about it. Dam construction and riverbank reinforcement is already contributing a lot to saving crops and protecting people in many areas against floods. The quality of fresh water is the basic factor of healthy life. Used without control, fresh water returns to nature, but not in the best of condition. Carefree attitude towards natural water reservoirs results in the contamination of pipe water. It's time we thought of high-tech water purification solutions. It's time we understood that fresh water is a strategic resource that's bound to have an immediate effect on the global economy in the near future. It's time to think whether our children and grandchildren will have enough of fresh water in the future. We thus need to raise our awareness of the great value of the substance that is essential for all living beings. Water is life.